Splatalot!
Yes, once more it's time to follow a dozen attackers as they mount an assault against the frankly unstable defenders of Castle Splat, all in order to capture a purple cushion.
Shiny crown.
Shiny crown. Will the Splatalot defenders see off the assault? Or, as happens more than you might think, will the attackers overcome them and claim the titular titfer?
Who will tumble? Who will tilt? Who will teeter? And who will go?
Splat. Hello, I'm Dick.
He is. And I'm Dom.
He is.
Haha, you're watching something that we like to call Splatalot.
We also like to call it splendiferous.
Splatastic.
Spleen-splittingly good.
You really call it that?
Well, I do, on a Tuesday.
Fair enough. Featuring some of the toughest courses ever. So let's take a closer look.
It's a 3-course challenge for starter, the mouth-watering moat.
For main, the delicious delights of the stockade.
And for yummy pud, the capture the crown round, with coffee and crown to finish. Don't forget to leave a tip.
And that tip would be... Don't go away, or you'll miss the first round.
The first round, you say? Tell me more.
All right. I will. Our attackers will start off by trying to walk on water, or at least walk on the pungent plank on the water, which is still pretty tricky. Then they'll try and make it up the slippery slope.
More slippy than a frozen banana skin.
Forward onto the rolling mace.
Spikier than a cactus with a pokey stick.
All whilst avoiding the splatzuka.
More, zuckery than...
Then they're onto the impossible incline.
More impossible than double mass. Yeah, next.
The beastly battle axes.
Beastlier than one of Dom's onion bargy bottom burbs.
Now you look here.
Moving on, here's the rope bridge of disaster, accompanied by the water cannon.
Ropier and wetter than Dick's disastrous face.
Oi! The debilitating disc then takes us over the finish line.
But that's not all.
No, the attackers will also face some awesome EastEnders. I'm sorry, I'll say that again. Some awful defenders.
That's awful as in nasty, not rubbish. Come to think of it, works both ways.
Love him or hate him, it's Tinkle. Loves walks on the beach, it's Crogness. Loves himself.
My name is Thorn.
Watch out, attackers!
For the giant battle axes.
Ooh, tough times ahead for our attackers. Let's see how they get on.
Splats away.
So I hear you're not feeling well, Croc.
I'm a bit off today.
What does Tinko suggest for good medication?
2 parts Gildar hair, 2 parts slime.
Other cold and flu remedies are available.
Here's Eli.
I like cheese.
Well, Iceman, Eli should be at home on the cheesy pungent plank.
Oh, Ganky, look at that. He should have tried to cross more carefully. Carefully. Piece of cheese.
Thank you. Yeah, the first cheese gag of the day. I doubt it'll be the last.
You like cheese? Well, say cheese.
I was right.
Oh, algae poke.
Finger!
Dick, check this out. Circle here, circle there, and ta-da! A mental button.
Oh, I wanted to press that one.
Well, hard cheese, buddy.
Here, I thought I was the cheesy gag merchant. Why don't you just stick to being small and angry? Oi! That's better. Eli now at the rolling mace, and he needs to pick up the pace. Oh, smudge rubber.
Eli's back up and facing the incline. Gently does it. He's finding his footing.
Oh, and now he finds himself in the hanky filler.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm not thinking anything.
Typical, whereas I'm thinking that could be Splat of the day. Onto the battle axes, and Eli's cutting it fine on the giant choppers. Ooh, what a leap! And what a landing. He hangs on.
Thorn piles on the pressure, but Eli is over the rope bridge. His confidence is building.
Is that all I've got? Of course not.
Oh dear, maybe Eli was a tad overconfident.
Yes, taunting the defenders often leads to the daunting prospect of a big, soft, creamy, cheesy splat.
And 9.25 might not be good enough for Eli, the cheese-loving Iceman.
Sounds like a CBB show.
If you can't take the heat, stay out of the oven.
Oh, this could be good. Here comes hyper-attacker Bradley. Twogbert!
Oh, brilliant. Straight off the end of the plank and into the end of the slippery slope.
Oh, Brad. If you can't take the slime, stay out of the castle.
The question should be, can he take the rolling mace?
And the answer is yes, really quickly.
Ooh, into the splitties!
Stop showing off, young Bradley. You've got a castle to invade.
Where'd he go?
There he is.
Me and my pick only know the fix.
Oh, yeah?
He splats, he splits, he gives Thorn lip. This kid is awesome.
Whoa!
One of the fastest, funniest runs ever. Brad gets an amazing 2 minutes 2.
Our next attacker is Holly.
Carisa!
Well, that was hardly peaceful now, was it?
Here's Holly at the bottom of the slope. Still at the bottom. But she's now managing to, well, no, stay at the bottom.
Oh, but this looks more promising. No, still at the bottom.
Well, her feet get in a muddle, and down she goes. Her head tells her she should be going up the slope, but her body decides down is best. And into the manuka she goes.
Let's move on.
Holly has. She's moved on to the top of the rolling mace.
Tink's got her in his sights.
But Holly's on the move. She's doing fantastic. Oh! Fantastic. Oh! Being a new way of saying hanging by a thread and then splatting in the moat.
Still, Holly's finished in a time of 6:11, which could be okay.
This is where evil meets medieval!
Carisa totally stormed the plank and the slope, but you don't want to see that.
You want to see her getting splatted by Tinkor as he does a mutant duck impression.
Now here's where Carisa went wrong. A crawl on the mace often leads to a fall from grace.
Who's Grace? That's Carissa.
I know, and this is Andrew.
I like cookies.
Through dangers untold and hardships unnumbered, Andrew has fought his way here to Castle Splat to tell us that.
Each to their own.
Likes cookies. Do you think he likes falling into freezing cold moats?
Let's hope so, otherwise he'll be very disgruntled.
Disgruntled? That's not a word.
It's so. Look in his handy dictionary what I have.
Oh, yes, so it is. So how does he get regruntled?
Watch your step!
Getting over the battle axes should do it.
Oh, Pumplewort.
Oh dear, that'll be a distinct lack of gruntlement for Andy.
Crockness, on the other hand, definitely feeling the gruntles.
But Andy ends up with a time of 5:10, looking pretty safe, especially compared to Carissa's 8:20. She's got to be in the danger zone.
Here's Sienna.
Check it!
Check what?
Hey, Sienna.
What?
Check it.
Exeter! Double Exeter! Oh, yes, a double Exeter on your bonds, girlfriend.
Whoa, Sienna's fighting back!
Is that allowed?
Perhaps.
Sienna now at the rope bridge. Crocky tries to distract her with the vaporizer.
Oh, whilst Tink finishes her off.
Nice one, Tink.
For all that, she's going to finish in a pretty respectable time here. We could be talking stockade.
But for now, we'll stick to English. And Sienna finishes in a very good 4 minutes 11.
Well, that was a bit of a surprise. I actually didn't think she'd make it.
Well, she did, Dawn.
In fact, they all did.
And here are the times to prove it. Bradley's leading the way with 2:02. Eli's the one to beat with 9:25. But Carissa's got to be feeling the heat too.
Set fire to her pants, did she? There's always one.
No, I mean feeling the heat, as in a little bit nervous, because one of this lot will be after her place in the next round.
Who's she?
Let's check out the statistics so far. Those when you splat at.
No. This time, we'll be using the Splattertron.
What about your splat at? We haven't discussed this.
It doesn't matter about the splat hat.
What is it?
It's a thing. Let's try it.
Okay, well, so far Bradley is the fastest attacker. So
Engage the Splattertron.
so far. In fact, he is over 2 minutes faster than his nearest rival, Sienna, who's almost a minute faster than... Stop it! Just stop it! Stop it!
Bit overexcited, isn't he? Bless him. Let's see if a recap calms him down.
Attackers went splat on the slope, the rope, the axe, the incline, the disc, and the slope again, which made Croc happy and Tinkle dance. So after all of that splatting, these 6 brave contenders have done all they can, but will it be enough?
Bit calmer now?
Yes.
Good. Then let's get cracking with the second half.
Here's attacker number 7, Julia.
I like purple dinosaurs!
Oh, do you? I don't. That Barney bloke's the right hooligan.
Trout snobbery!
Where?
There! There! And there! Come on, Julia!
Hoorah! Julia's moved on from the pungent plank to the terrifying rolling mace. Will she make it? Oh, smirk urchin! Now, Julia has coulrophobia, which is a fear of clowns.
I suspect she's now got terrifying rolling mesophobia.
Ooh, what's that a fear of?
Stupid dick.
Julia, I ask you, are you ready?
I think she is.
So is Tinker.
Ooh, shot! Tinkle mistakes Thorn for an attacker.
Awkward.
Back to Julia on the disc.
Oh, Bobby Dangler! And there she is, off it.
Julia gets up close and personal with the moat once more, but did that tug of war slow her down?
Heave-ho!
No, she gets a 5:09. That knocks out Eli and puts her in the top 6.
Now, who the splat is that?
Ian!
I am so uncomfortable at the moment!
Well, Ian, I think it's about to get uncomfortable.
Ian, say cheese.
Oh, such cruel taunts.
Tinker!
That's it, Tinkle. Make him feel even more unsettled.
Do I scare you, Ian? Well, you should be, yeah.
You can tell him to be scared till you're blue in the face, Dawn. It's not going to work on Ian.
I think you looked a bit too eager to jump in there.
I have to agree with Thorn, which is a bit weird.
First time for everything, but with a time of 5:56, Ian can relax as he's through.
My cookie!
Does Patrick know he said that out loud?
And he's off.
Straight off the plank, that is. Hang on.
Is he swimming the moat? Is that even legal? What kind of splatting obstacle course are we running here, people?
We'll check back with Patrick later. Here's Drita.
Turkey lurkey!
Drita likes turkey, orange, and Angelina Jolie
Sandwiches.
She doesn't like the punch and plank, unless, of course, those are chilling screams of excitement.
Okay, everyone, let's do a Drita scream.
Drita scream. 1, 2, 3.
Whilst the defenders play, Drita's away.
What does she think this is? Splatalot?
Drita, if that lot stops shooting goo, they'll start talking, and none of us want that now, do we?
Ooh, bum, 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 bum.
Tink splats Drita whilst her back is turned. She doesn't like that one bit. Check out the roar. It's like a dino roar, yes?
Whatever it is, it's a final roar for Drita, as she has just run out of time.
So long, screaming Drita.
Now here's Patrick again. Thank Hanky stopped swimming everywhere, otherwise I really think I might have lost it. Dick, would you just take the mic for a moment?
Certainly, dear.
Oogie boogie pandas!
A battle cry is terrifying, as it is confusing. Ah, you're back, Dom. Hello.
Hello, what do we have here?
Ah, this is Taylor, a.k.a. Giggles, and this is Tinkle, a.k.a. Creepy Giggles.
Taylor sets off down the mace, and all festering gimboids!
Well, I'd go as far as to say spiky festering gimboids.
Fair enough. What a battle cry! A big hand for Jamie, our final attacker for this round.
His hands don't look that big from here, unless he's huge and we're further away than normal and he's competing in a special giant castle.
No, none of the above. Jamie's on the mace.
Oh, near miss from Tink, but Jamie's on his way, and front nugget.
The mace takes down another victim.
Jamie's charged round the rest of the course and he's onto the disc.
Tink takes a shot.
And Thorn catches it. Impressive.
Look what you made me do. You're distracting me.
Thorn gets back into the group and knocks Jamie into the moat.
Nice one, Thorn.
For somebody who likes monkeys so much, you'd expect you to be a little bit better at swinging from a rope.
Well, as you can see, Jamie's really cut up about that comment from Thorn. He and Taylor just have to console themselves with the fact that they're through to the next round.
Oh no, Dom, close your eyes. It's Patrick.
What's he doing?
Not that much.
Is he swimming?
No, he's sort of standing.
Your legs aren't long enough.
Why would he need longer legs?
To give himself a kick up the bum.
He's not making much progress.
But at least he's not swimming, he's more lunging.
Oh, look at that! On the one hand, that's quite impressive doing that for so long.
On the other hand, we do want to get home in time for tea tonight. Oi, you, fall off!
You can't say that.
I can, and did. Ooh, and he has.
Your legs aren't long enough.
So Patrick has a DNF, which means...
Does not fiddling know the difference between a moat challenge and a swimming gala?
And did not finish.
That too. So the moat challenge is complete.
And our fastest 6 attackers are Bradley, Sienna, Jamie, Julia, Andrew and Taylor. Blur.
They'll now go through to the second round. The perfect splat storm. That is the stockade.
Splats, splashes, gooings.
Gooings?
Gooings and lots more only on Splatalot.
So are you going to give us these statistics for this round then, Dom?
No.
Oh, go on.
You do it.
All right, then. I will. Brad had the fastest time this round with a super speedy 2 minutes 2, almost 3 times as fast as Taylor, who came in with a time just under 6 minutes. Ugh. Even nearest competitor Sienna was only half as fast as Breakneck Bradley. Over to you, Dom.
Right. And in case you didn't catch that, here's who's through to the stockade.
It's Bradley, Taylor, Jamie, Sienna, Andrew, and Julia.
But only 4 of them will proceed to the final.
The other 2 will stay in the stockade forever, ever,
Look, I told you, we do not keep the losers in the stockade.
Sorry.
We keep them in the medieval chariot park.
It all starts with a giant spinning hexagon, which should really have a cooler name.
Attackers then try to grab rungs in order to complete their ladders,
Once done, they have to grab a flag and race to the top of the battlements.
thus securing their place in the Capture the Crown round.
But spinning hexagons aren't the only scary things they'll have to face. Bring on the defenders.
Here's our bizarre Birdman,
One flap and you're on your back.
Kookaburra. Followed by the feisty fighter, Shaden. And finally, it's the mouthy menace.
Bully stuff.
Cheeky.
Bring it on, attackers. We dare you.
Yeah, leave her alone, Kook.
We dare you.
The attackers wait steely-eyed for the klaxon. That's Bradley in the pink helmet, Sienna in the purple with the red stripe, Julia in the green, Andrew in the blue, Taylor in the yellow, and Jamie in the dark green. I foresee green, dark green, mistaken identity, hilariosity.
The defenders looking focused.
Scared? You better be.
And they're off. Cook immediately unleashes the goo and his hideous laugh on the attackers.
Taylor lunges for a pod and plunges to the floor.
Shaden is frothing and foaming away.
Coop, do someone. Is that Andrew?
Who wants to taste snot?
Yes, Ballista did just say who wants to taste snot. Charming.
Check out this oogie-poogie slide from the panda-loving Taylor.
Schmeeky, peaky.
Hey, Ballista. I wanted to ask. I've got a little crush on Shaden. Do you know anything that she might like?
Ooh, so Cook's trying to impress Shaden.
She loves your dancing.
Uh-oh, I have a terrible feeling about what's going to happen next.
Meanwhile, Sienna's doing quite well. She's got her first rung in place. Oi, back off, Ballista.
Oh, no, I can't watch this.
Oh, they're mocking him, aren't they, naughty, evil villainesses?
Oh, kids that dancing's awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like it?
Awesome.
Yeah.
OK, back to the attackers. Bradley's up on the pod and off.
Oh, yes, a chance to press the disco button.
Is anyone actually taking this round seriously?
Go, Cook, it's your birthday. Go, Bradley, having it.
You guys aren't supposed to dance. You're supposed to attack.
Exactly. I agree with the angry baddie. But it's also time for these defenders to knuckle down and start handing out the splat. Although, to be fair, the attackers do seem to be splatting themselves quite well.
Big leap by Bradley. And Andrew, while Sienna sneaks a rung.
Taylor goes for the pod and past the pod.
Here's Bradley with another rung. Sienna too.
Oh no, what are they up to?
Just good honest splatting. It's all right, mate.
It's not working.
Sienna's almost finished her ladder. That's not going to go down well.
Here's a makeover.
Splurge. A bucket full of Ballista's best goes down horribly all over Sienna's ladder building bonds.
But despite that, she's completed her ladder. And there's Bradley next to her, trying to keep up.
Sienna's got the first flag.
And Brad's got his last rung. No, he doesn't like that one. Remember, they don't all fit, so he needs to make the right choice.
Things are hotting up now, and the defenders are piling on the pressure. But Sienna is through. She has escaped the stockade and is the first to the final.
Bradley now has a flag and heads for his ladder.
Sienna's still celebrating.
And Bradley's about to join her. He's also through to the final.
Yes, he's pretty happy too.
Defenders, full attack.
Shouldn't they have been doing that from the start?
Bad defenders. Smacky botty.
Coops looking for someone to splat.
Well, Jamie's a candidate.
But Ballista butts in and slimes Jamie first. Can he hold on? No!
Maybe Andy will do better. He's got his rung. Worcester!
Disarmed him.
He really did. Let's see that again. So here's Andy with the rung in his hand, and it all goes rung for him.
Plus, there's nothing wrong with Cook's accuracy either.
Look, 2 rungs don't make a right, all right?
Here's Andrew with the third flag.
That slime from Ballista won't slow him down.
Julia has completed her ladder, and Jamie's not far behind. But Andrew is now our third attacker through.
Oh, yes, he's flappy and happy.
We're down to 1 spot remaining with 3 attackers left.
Jamie's still finishing his ladder. Taylor's still leaping for the rungs.
And Julie's just grabbing flags, more precisely, the last flag. She heads for the top.
And she's there. That's it. We have our 4 fabulous finalists.
Which means it's the multi-story for you, Taylor and Jamie.
Oh, what a round! So going through are...
Sienna, Bradley, Andrew and Julia. Brave attackers all, but can they handle the Capture the Crown round?
The final challenge is tough, rough and gruff. But for the attackers, it's worth all of that just for the chance to wear the crown of Splatalot.
So, any predictions?
Oh, you betcha. Aries with Venus in the 7th house. Today the world will be your oyster. Too bad you're allergic to shellfish.
No!
Yes, it's written in the stars. Libra, beware otters. Scorpio...
No, that's the wrong sort of prediction.
Oh.
I mean, what do you think's going to happen next in Splatalot?
Oh, as in who will win the crown?
Yes!
And who will get a good splatting?
Yes, come on, give me a proper prediction, not this star sign rubbish.
Right, well, I think you will get a good splatting.
What?
See? I predicted that. And as for who will win the crown, it will be one of this lot. Our 4 contenders are Sienna, Bradley, Andrew and Julia.
Thanks for those.
No problem. But remember, standing in between them and the crown will be this little lot.
Tinkle, Thorn, Crockness, Shaden, Ballista, Kookaburra.
The dreadful defenders.
He means the dreaded defenders.
Oh, no, I don't.
So, here's the course in more detail.
The attackers will slide down the poles, into the mud baths, over the slippy slides, and onto the Titanic teeter-totters.
Then they'll bounce over the barrier of all barriers and leap onto the lily pads before whizzing up the water wall and clapping hands on their crown.
So that's Andrew in blue, Julia in green, Sienna in purple, and Bradley looking relaxed in pink.
So, how do the defenders look? Horrible. At least they're not chanting.
Ray! Ray! Ray!
Oh, my mistake. The scary, disorganised muttering has begun.
Ray!
Thankfully, so's the final round. Off they go!
Sienna and Bradley getting a good start.
Watch out for the fight!
And a good splatting.
Bradley takes the slippy slide in his stride. He takes an early lead on the totters.
Whereas Andrew and Julia take an early behind on the slides.
Andrew especially not doing well on those.
Unless your definition of doing well is repeatedly face-splatting them. The attackers hit the teeters.
And the defenders hit the attackers. Situation normal.
Bradley and Sienna under heavy splat fire. But check it out. They may wibble and wobble, but they don't fall down.
And Andrew and Julia make it over the slides. Ah, they're all doing so well.
Bradley strikes out. Ooh, but sticks on.
Andrew tests the teeter on his totter.
As Tink splats Thorn.
It's friendly fire!
Second time today.
We're all on the same team!
Yeah, but Thorn is really annoying. You can see how it happens.
Andrew's on his way.
What carbuncles! After all that teeter testing and everything.
You see, what Andrew did wrong there was he fell off.
Very wise.
You know, guys, the crown, it's not in the water.
They know. Well, they do know, don't they?
I don't know, dear. I mean, they are spending an awful lot of time in there, aren't they? Hey, maybe they think Coop's bluffing. You know, trying to throw them off.
Oh, fuzzle shocker! They're throwing themselves off. Ridiculous behaviour.
Coop takes aim.
Bradley takes his chances, but splats and burns.
Tink once more doling out the splats to his own team.
Got me!
You need to check yourself, little man.
He gets Shaden and a load of verbal from Thorn.
Uh-oh. Back to the totters. Looks like that distraction was just what Bradley was looking for.
He's up onto the barrier,
Looking pretty comfortable.
whereas Shaden looks pretty narky,
He goes for the leap and makes the lily pad.
which in turn turns the water wall on, unleashing soggy hell.
Brad going strong despite the vaporizer and Cucumbelisa's double-handed slimy splat maneuver.
A move illegal in 4 countries.
Thorn on the splatterpult.
I think you'll find that's the lethal launcher.
I think you'll find you are a total pokey-nose.
And I think you'll find we should be watching the action. Andrew's made it to the pads.
Splatterpult's a much better name.
Whatever. Brad's charging ahead. Are the other attackers going to take this line down?
They might have to.
Andrew can only watch as Bradley climbs the wall and approaches the, remarkably clean considering, crown of Splatalot.
They think it's all over, and they're right.
All hail King Bradley!
He said all hail, not all act grumpy.
Oh well, at least Brad's happy. What a tremendous final! Well done, King Brad. And now we like to take a look back at this show so we can pick our splat of the day.
Oh, yes, and the winner is...
Taylor! For her exceptional performance on the rolling mace.
She came, she ran, she splatted a spike.
And the sound department went splatting crazy with the cowbell.
Taylor, we salute you!
Not even King Bradley himself could pull off a splat like that.
Let's have a look at how he claimed his crown.
There was success on the rolling mace.
Then splits on the incline.
And taunts on the debilitating disc.
Then in round 2, there was dancing on the hexapods, advancing through to the next round, and entrancing splats in the grand final. All in a day's work, Your Highness?
Phew! All that's left to say is I'm Dick.
I'm Dim.
And we are all splatted out.
Goodbye.
I'm the king of the castle!